Hey guys, Dave Wampler here with Atlas Gunworks. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to change the springs and followers in my 140mm mags. I'm also going to teach you how I like to clean them in what I like to call mag treatment. Let's get into it. So right here, I have a 11 coil spring that goes in the 140mm mags. The tools that I have on hand are going to be a mag brush here. I have a microfiber with a zip tie attachment to help pull it through the bottom of the mag. I also have a small flathead screwdriver right here to help me change that follower and spring connection. And then I also have a can of the PB silicone blaster that I like to use to help evacuate impurities and kind of treat and coat the inside of the mag. Right now I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and I'm going to go through my cleaning process, and at the same time I'll replace the spring and follower, so this way you guys kind of see the whole process I go through when I'm actually getting ready to tune, or not, I don't want to say tune, but get my mags ready for a new season that's coming up. So getting into it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the base plate off of it. I'm going to set this thing completely aside. I'm going to set my spring and my follower aside. Now I just have the mag tube. What I like to do is I have a separate box with some paper towel at the bottom. What I'll do is I'll take this mag brush, I'll ream out the mag tube so that it gets all the big stuff out. But you'll notice what happens is typically when you just use the mag brush, it pushes a lot of the material around, but it doesn't necessarily evacuate it. So what I like to do next is get the silicone blaster. And like I said, I really like this PB blaster stuff. It seems to work really well. What I'll do is I'll spray it right there on the inside of the mag tube, give a little spritz on the outside. And then what I'll do is I'll just let that puppy sit and let it kind of marinate for a minute. Now let's come back over here and let me address the spring and follower. So it's actually very simple how you can separate the old spring from the follower. You just pull simply straight up, and I just rotate it around very easily, and it just quickly and easily detaches. What I'll do is I'll set this old spring to the side, and let's replace it with the new spring. So what I'll do is make sure that we have the appropriate counted coil. This is going to be an 11 coil spring. You got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, what I like to do is a simple install. I put the front in the inside here, and then I take my flathead screwdriver and just lightly bring it up, and it just pinched right on in there. So now that I have my new spring installed on my follower, one of the reasons why I like to stick to the same follower, if you already have the Atlas Gunworks competition follower, I find there to be no reason to replace the follower just yet unless there's something wrong or you're getting uneven wear in the follower. What typically happens is over the course of the follower and spring life, the followers will actually wear into the tube, and if there's nothing wrong with it, it makes it very easy for the follower to actually find that guide path inside the tube, and it makes it run a little bit more reliable. So unless you're getting issues or having issues with a follower not properly feeding or dipping or doing anything weird, I stick to the same follower. Like I said, if you don't have the Atlas Gunworks competition follower, I suggest switching to that. But if you already have an Atlas Gunworks follower already installed in your mags, then I would recommend evaluating it and seeing it. You might not necessarily need to change the follower. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, it's a brand new spring. So when I'm going to come over here, I'm just going to spritz the spring real easy. Okay, what that does, I try to keep it from actually impacting the top of the polymer. I don't like to get any chemicals on this, but I will wipe it off real easy. What I'll do is then work the spring all the way down through, and we'll do it real quickly. What this is doing is just getting any impurities off of the spring, and it's coating the spring in that silicone, just getting it ready. You'll notice that it's not wet to the touch, but it is slick. Okay, what that's doing is it's not going to actually it's not going to attract any impurities, but what it'll do is it'll keep impurities from bonding with it. All right, so that's this spring and this follower ready to go. I'm going to set this to the side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the bottom of the base plate. Never forget to clean out the bottom here. A lot of debris settles in the bottom of your base plate while you're using it. So always important to remember to wipe this completely out. All right, now that's completely wiped out, I'm going to come back over and I'm going to look at my mag tube. My mag tube's been sitting there for a little bit. It's been kind of marinating in that silicone. What I'm going to do now is start by wiping off the outside of the mag tube. Make sure that gets really clean. It's going to, like I said, it's going to feel slick, but it's not wet. I want to wipe off all that silicone spray. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my zip tie. I'm going to run it straight through the bottom of the mag, the same way the bullets feed. What that's going to do is pull all those imperfections, all those impurities out of the mag. And you'll notice when you look down through there, see if I can get it angled just right. The mag is super, super, super clean on the inside, and there's nothing in there lingering. I'm going to do this a few times. Here we go. Pull that through, and let me do it one more time. Here we go. Pull that straight through. Now what I'm going to do, go ahead and reassemble the magazine with the new spring and the existing follower. So that goes in the bottom here. What I'm going to do now is it's going to be a little bit of compression, but it's good to go. At that, get the set pin in there, and we are all ready to go, ready for the next competition. All right, guys, hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know what you think. If you need to find any of these, I find it really easy to find this silicone spray either on Amazon, or you can pick it up at Home Depot. It's really easy to find. And like I said, any microfiber and zip tie is going to work. Awesome, guys. I'll see you on the range.